Hello, everybody. Rose Thorn here. Good afternoon. Hope everybody is having a great Thursday today. It is Thursday, right? Let me just check my calendar. Yeah, it's Thursday. I'm losing track of my days. Y'all have to forgive me. I'm getting old. So today we're doing kind of a mini react to Foodie Beauty. And I say mini react because I'm not reacting to her whole live stream. I'm only going to show a couple of snippets and that's it. The majority of this react is going to be on the comments section because anyone that's been watching Foodie lately, then you know as well as I do, there's really not a whole lot to talk about. The last few live streams she's done, it's been pretty much the same thing. Her being at home, sitting in front of her camera, high off a rocker, doing the wheelchair edibles or whatever else she's doing, and eating. That's pretty much it. Just being blasted off of edibles or whatnot and eating, constantly eating. And what can you really talk about when that's going on for days at a time? Not much. So I'm just going to show a couple of interesting snippets from her live stream, and we're just going to call it a day. And trust me, I've looked through the live stream for anything react worthy, and the little snippets I'm showing you, that's pretty much all there is to talk about. Plus, as I said in my community post, considering the fact that Chantal has gotten back into her old habits of getting on camera, blasted on edibles, I don't feel comfortable exposing you guys to that. You guys watching her be completely high, excessively high, you guys don't need that. You're just here for the tidbits, for the meat and potatoes, and that's it. So that's what I'm going to give you. And I'm also looking into other things that I can give you on this channel, things that are much more positive, things that are less toxic. Some people have said they like my tarot readings, so we'll do more of those, more of the ambiance, more of everything interesting. Because Foodie, she's just drifting into a place where not even the reactors can save her. And I know that Foodie watches different channels, different reactions. And if she happens to see this reaction, I would like to say this to Foodie Beauty. Chantal, listen to me. Ma'am, you have a big channel, but you're drifting into that place where not even all of us reactors can help you. You got on YouTube and you cashed in on the mukbang craze, the trend of mukbanging. But as you know, trends come and go. Mukbanging isn't as hot as it used to be. And remember back in the day when you and Amber were the thing to talk about? But Amber drifted into that place where she got so boring that nobody really talks about her anymore. Look at what happened to her channel. The reactors don't even bother with Amber anymore, and she's getting more and more desperate for people to watch her. If it weren't for the fact that she's got a big channel, she'd be hurting right now. But here you are with a big channel, and you're also headed in that direction. I've seen different reactors that they're asking their audience, what else do you guys want to watch? What else do you want to see? That's how boring you're becoming. When the reactors start turning away from you, this is a bad, bad thing, because reactors and yourself, it's a symbiotic relationship. One hand washes the other. You don't like us, but in an indirect way, we help you. So if you want to continue to be on YouTube and be successful and make good money, maybe throw out some interesting content. The days of just sitting on camera and eating and thinking that's going to make the big money, those days are officially over. And by you doing this content, this toxic, dark content, where you're doing self-harm on camera, and yes, ma'am, you are doing self-harm. Food is a drug for you, and you're overindulging in that, and you're also overindulging in edibles. You are doing self-harm on camera and expecting other people to pay for it and to watch it. You're not only putting your health in danger, you're also putting your livelihood in danger, because people on your channel, they're getting to a place where they're not sending the super chats anymore. They're sending a clear message. We are not supporting you if you're going to sit there and do nothing. You want the money, you got to work for it. And I support that. The people on your channel have been very, very patient. They've asked you repeatedly for something interesting, something positive, and you keep ignoring your audience. Those people that pay your bills, pay your rent, pay for your groceries, pay for Natter, those people. You may think that you're in control of your channel, but all those people that come to your channel, your VIBs, your viewers, they are essentially, in a sense, your bosses. And if you don't listen to them, well, they're not going to give the reward. So you want to continue to be on YouTube and make good money. Stop phoning it in. Stop taking a permanent vacation where you're drugged up and you're binging and expecting to get paid for it. Those days are over. And if you don't course correct real soon, your channel is going to tank and you're going to be in a world of hurt. So enough with that. Let's get on to the little tidbits about this live that actually matter. Let me go ahead and share the screen for y'all. So there's Chantal. This is like day 3 that she's eating the paneer bread. And is that butter chicken? I don't know what it is beside her, but she's had that same tin of orange, whatever it is, and she's been eating off it for the last 3 days. Doing the same thing she's been doing for days and eating the same food that she's been eating for days. And as I said, I look through this live. She's high, she's mumbling, she's really not talking. There was a time when Foodie used to do the edibles on camera, and as a reactor, I knew that it had about a 35 to 45-minute window before she got blasted and she couldn't talk. But now she's doing the edibles before she comes on camera. So she comes on camera already blasted, and then it's like, well, what do I do with this? she's not talking. She's high as a kite. What do I do with this? She's barely speaking a word. She can't even form a word. But here she is, sitting in her dirty house, barely dressed, filthy, mumbling. So here's the part of the live that I wanted to discuss. Here's the first part. This concerns a super chat that somebody sends Chantal.
This was in my suitcase. Tian, are you the culprit here? Ew. Come on. Ew. I don't even have to say words to him. I just go, ew. Sometimes. Come here. Come here. Chantal's fruit fly. Stop sending the friggin' 99 cents, you friggin' cheap bastards.
Wow. Hear that? She's sitting there in her house doing absolutely nothing. High off her behind. She doesn't even come on camera presentable. You know, this woman makes between 10 to 20 grand a month, and she can't be bothered to go to the shower, take a shower, put on her makeup, put on something decent, and sit down and talk with people sober. Yet she expects people to come into her chat and give her the big super chats. For what? What are they paying for, Chantal? But she's criticizing somebody for sending a 99-cent super sticker. She criticized that person for sending her money. Chantal, you're lucky people are still sending you any amount of money. Chantal has been really angry lately because people have been sending the really small super stickers and super chats, the $1.99, $99. People are sending a message, Chantal. You need to get it. You need to get it. People are sick and tired of you being sick and tired and making excuses, and they're tired of the empty promises. They are sick to death of it all. They are looking at you and saying there is no excuse for you to not do content. There is no excuse why you can't come on live stream and pick something interesting to do and do it with us or for us. There's no excuse. You have the time. You have the resources. You got everything you need. There's no excuse for this. The people are screaming for change. They're screaming for it. And if you don't pay attention, your channel is going to go completely under. As I said, when the people that react to you, when they get to a place where they're not reacting to you every day, they wait a day or two because there's nothing going on with you. They skip your live streams, they skip reacting to them, or they start editing everything down on their channels to where it's barely nothing because there's nothing to really say in a live stream. This is bad for you. This is very, very bad. When the reactors start saying to their audience, like I have, what else would you like to see? Who else would you like me to cover? Because Chantal isn't doing much right now. Her content is boring. It's toxic. It's dark. What else do you want to see? When the reactors start slowly turning away, or they stop reacting to you, or they barely react to you, this is bad. Look what happened to your friend Amber. Look how quickly things turned around on her. It used to be you and Amber that everybody covered. Now, barely anybody talks about her anymore, and she's struggling. She's going back to doing mukbangs, trying to get some attention. Take a lesson from that. If you get too boring and there's nothing going on, first your viewers and your subs turn away, then the reactors turn away. And when our audience say, I like you as a reactor, but as far as Chantal, I can't watch her anymore. She makes me so angry. The drugs, this is bad. You're playing a very dangerous game with your health and also with your livelihood. And like it or not, we reactors, we are part of your livelihood. So you might want to stop going after us and throw in those cease and desist letters like you did with Monty, and throw in the strikes. Your content sucks. It does. It sucks. It's boring. There's nothing going on here. We do what we can to make it interesting, but you're really not helping us. You're making it a real struggle, Chantal. A real, real struggle. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee, mama. You got to work now. You had a good run doing your lazy content. You had 2 years of a vacation from doing edited content. The vacation is officially over. If you want to continue, you got to do something. Give the people what they want. Give the people what they're asking for. Better content. Just do a little bit of something. It won't take much work. How much work does it take to do a 15 to 20 minute edited video? 15 to 20 minutes out of your day. That's it. That's all. Compared to somebody else who has a 7 to 8 hour job working hard, people aren't asking much. And if you can't be bothered to make a 15 to 20 minute video, then maybe you don't deserve to make 10, 20 grand a month. And if your income keeps going down, you have only yourself to blame, ma'am. It's not the reaction channels doing that to you. It's not anybody doing that to you. It's you doing that to you. So let's move on to the other part of the live stream that I wanted to cover. And it has nothing to do with Chantal. It has to do with BBJ.
Show us BBJ. BBJ.
Yeah, by the way, she was talking bad about BBJ in the stream again. I can't find the part, though, where she did it because it was so brief.
Let me see her. Hey. Hi.
You know, ever since people started giving her crap about BBJ and Sam, notice that now she's putting in the camera time to love all over them. Oh, look, I'm loving on BBJ. I'm loving on Sam now. You know what, Chantal? If you really love those cats, You would give them a clean environment. You would make sure that they are fed. You would take them to the vet and the groomers like they deserve. Being a pet parent means you do all of those things. You just don't use your cats as props for your stream. And if you really loved your pets, you wouldn't be such an evil monster that you withhold taking them to the vet just because of the haters. I mean, seriously, who does that? And yes, Chantal actually said that on live stream once. She said that she didn't take the cat to the vet just because the haters wanted her to. What kind of a heartless, cruel human does that? I'm going to withhold medical care and checkups and important things for my cats just because people telling me to take them. Only Chantal. But yeah, look at her, loving on BBJ for the camera. If you love those cats, Chantal, you would go beyond using them for camera time. Clean up that damn house, give them proper food, and there's no excuse why you can't. Cancel the HelloFresh, give them a sub to a pet supply store for their supplies, and they will arrive. So you don't even have to go to the pet store. Take BBJ back to the vet, get her the oral surgery, get her checked up again, take them to the groomers. All of that wouldn't cost you very much. If you got money for multiple takeout sessions in a day, you got money for a vet, you got money for food. There's no excuse for the way those babies are living. So those are the two snippets I want to cover. As I said, they're going to be very, very brief. So let's just skip that boring, monotonous live stream and go straight to the comment section. Just Me says, I want to scoop BBJ up and give her all the love in the world, just as she should have. So do I. I mean, if I had the option to take the pets, no questions asked, I would. I would get a couple of carriers, show up and go, just put the cats in the carrier. I wouldn't say a word to Chantal, and I would take the cats and see to their care. I don't really care about Chantal and Pete's anymore. They're grown people. They can take care of themselves. Those babies have no choice but to be in all that mess, and it's not fair. BBJ deserves to live healthy. She's in her twilight years. She's almost 20 years old. It would give me comfort knowing that she was someplace where she was in a clean home, well taken care of, well fed. And if she happens to pass away one day, she would do it surrounded by comfort and love and not in misery. She's a good baby. She deserves at least that much. She deserves a happy ending. Casey Jones says, I made it 8 minutes into this one. This is why you need reaction channels. They make your content almost watchable. Yeah, that's another thing. She doesn't like the reaction channels. And she's always complaining that we're taking her audience. Oh, they're sniping me. That's why I don't have so many people. No, Chantal. If your content were interesting, people would stay on your channel. But if it's monotonous and boring and toxic and dark, people can't take all that for too long. You don't like the reaction channels, but yet by you doing what you're doing, you're literally sending people our way. You do know that, right? That by you doing the content that you're doing, you're basically urging your audience to go elsewhere to watch you because you're not putting any effort into your content. And they're certainly not going to stick around if they're a VIB and you treat them like crap. They pay their $5 and then they figure out, you know, I'm paying my $5 for what? I'm not getting anything out of this. I'm not seeing interesting content. She's not being interactive. She comes on camera stoned out of her head. She barely talks. Why am I paying my $5? You know, you're doing content like this, it gives people room to think about what they're watching, why they're watching, and what they're paying for. So you don't want the reaction channels to have as many people. You want to have more views. You got to put the work in. There's no way around it. Chick in Lipstick says, girl, it's okay. You're exhausted, sleeping until 3, eating, taking drugs. You had a long day. Pamper yourself with that nap. You deserve it. Yeah, she just got up. You could tell she just got up, and then she's going to eat something and go back to bed. Honestly, I think the whole going to bed thing, she does that on purpose because she wants to go talk to Natter. She wants to message Natter. She always does short live streams when she wants to go spend time with him or talk to him. If he ain't in the picture somewhere, she's very happy to spend 3, 4, 5 hours doing nothing, running up the meter, making that live stream as long as possible for more ad money once it goes into replay. So the short live streams, yeah, Natter is still around. Clearwater Credence says, I feel like she lives in some parallel universe. I just can't make sense of her. P, Stabby, Dee Dee Doodoo, and the fruit flies living on the same planet. You know, Dee Dee, Natter, Chantal, Pete's, they're all in the same boat for the same reason. They're all connected to Chantal. I'm of the opinion that they're all in the whole thing together. They're all in cahoots for money. You know, Pete's depends on Chantal and her income. Natter depends on Chantal and her income. And Dee Dee is an accomplice. Nothing can change my mind about that. They all get together and decide what they're going to do for content, what kind of interesting arc they can come up with. Yeah, I believe that's going on, and it's been going on for a while. Rhoda K says, nothing helps prepare you for a full day of deep cleaning like getting stoned and eating an entire Indian entree within 1 hour of waking up. So she did just wake up. She literally woke up, ate some Indian food, and she goes, I'm going to go take a nap. Girl, you just got up. Holy crap, you just literally got up. You're up for 1 hour, then you're going to go back to bed? And yeah, you're right, Rhoda. She says, oh, we're going to do some deep cleaning today. And then she eats a whole bunch of edibles. How can you clean like that? Wouldn't it be smarter to wait till after the cleaning to do the edibles, and then you can just lounge and enjoy? She's got everything all backwards. Chantal, cleaning, then edibles. Not edibles before, because you take too many edibles, you don't want to clean, and you're just still wallowing around in your mess. Clearwater Credence says, the best part about these streams are the comments afterwards. I agree, Clearwater. I always love the comment sections, and anymore, they're the best part of her live streams. I'm sad to say. The streams should be somewhat entertaining, but they're not. But the comment sections are what I look forward to. Tasha D said, but seriously, BBJ could really use a clean space to live. I mean, she is old, and with such a cleared schedule every single day, you could do that for her. Oh, she could. And even if Chantal doesn't want to clean, she could hire people to do the cleaning for her. She could hire 2, 3, 4 cleaners, and they could have that house clean from top to bottom. Have all the laundry done, all the garbage taken out, box mountain broke down in every room. They could get it done within a day. If she hires a few people, they could get it all done within, say, 3 or 4 hours. But she won't let people in her house. It's kind of messed up. She doesn't want people in her house to see how filthy she is, and yet she won't clean it. So therefore, the mess just keeps stacking up. Everything becomes more filthy. Chantal, you got the money. To hell with what Natter wants. That's your house. It's your money. Spend the money on some maids. If he's got a problem with it, tell him to stick it up his rear. Have people come in and clean your house. If he's got a problem with it, just tell him, take it up with management. I ain't hearing you. He depends on your money. That's your money. You can spend it the way you want to. If he's going to cry because a few $100s wasn't given to him, well, who cares? Patricia Chuga says, OMG, she signed off with a lying cliffhanger. She said she was going to go clean the apartment for the rest of the day. Who believes her? I don't. As stoned as she was, I don't. How could she clean like that? She won't. She's going to go take a nap or go talk to Natter. She will. Clearwater Credence says, I can't imagine eating like this. This is her breakfast. Not even if I gave in to all my impulses would I be able to eat like this on a daily basis without feeling sick. I mean, it makes total sense that she is so sluggish. Between the drugs, enormous amounts of food, and her overweight body, it makes perfect sense why she is lazy. Right, because she's not eating anything nutritious, nothing with vitamins and minerals. It's all high carb, high fat, high sugar. Her body just doesn't have the energy. She eats a lot of food like products, but no actual food. It's just junk, it's garbage. And she has no energy. Linda says bedbound arc coming first, maybe before the overdose arc. She clearly isn't even able to go upstairs to the bedroom anymore. Love that for her. Chantal's a filthy person. And if she says she doesn't want to go up to her bedroom anymore, that makes you wonder how filthy it really is. Now, I've heard rumors the reason why she won't go up to her bedroom is because Natter does not like her being in her room because that's too close to Pete's. I've heard that. That Natter has told her you cannot be in your own room. Personally, if it were me, I would tell him to go shove it. My house, my bedroom, go away. But she's all about following Natter's orders. So even though it's her house and she's paying the rent and she's paying Natter's rent and his bills, she's letting him tell her what to do about what room she could be in. But her room must be a filthy, disgusting hoard if she's not going up to her room. I mean, the last time we saw her clean the room, y'all remember, she actually used a garden rake to rake up the garbage on her bedroom floor. That's disgusting. Kat says, I think we're seeing her without filters in this video. Therefore, all shocked comments on her size, teeth, and visible absence of basic hygiene. You know what, Kat? She still had the filters on. I could tell she's got the filters on. She's got two of them working. She's got a skin filter, which smooths out her skin because Chantal has severe rosacea on her cheeks, really big red spots on her cheeks. And also she's got a contour filter that actually gives her a bit of a neck. Without that contour filter, you can't even see her neck anymore. So she's still got those filters and they're working at max power. So if she says, oh, I'm not using filters, trust me, she is. One of the reasons why she won't use StreamYard to do her live streams is because StreamYard doesn't come with the face filters. She did StreamYard one time. It showed her as she was. She freaked out and she left. And believe me, she looked a lot different on StreamYard. Lolo FC says, I think it's safe to say that your channel has peaked and you're heading downhill now. I hate to say it, but you're right. I think that her and Amber, the age of watching people mukbang, it did hit a peak and it's been waning since then. And maybe the interest would still be there if Amber and Chantal actually put some work into their channels and kept things interesting for people. It's such a shame. They both have big channels, but they both become so lazy and so entitled, they don't even try anymore. If you go back through Amber's early content and Chantal's early content, they tried. They actually put some effort into making things entertaining, and that's why people got into them. But now they're so gluttonous and so greedy for the money, they feel entitled to it and they don't even try. They just, they think, if I get on camera and just show my face, that's enough. Not anymore. The people are speaking and they're saying, no, it's not enough. You want us to continue to support you? You got to work now. So I both hope Amber and Chantal get that message loud and clear. Chantal's Cuba Rage says, same story, different day. Looking at the camera, stuffing her face. Just a friendly reminder. I will manipulate the F out of you, and yes, you'll eat it up and still watch me. Yeah, that was a quote directly from Chantal from Cuba. She said that to people. And she wasn't joking. She was dead serious when she said that. That was the real Chantal talking. That was really, really her. In Cuba, we saw Chantal with no mask on. no filters. It was raw, it was real, it was there. That was the real Chantal screaming through. And nobody's going to forget that, Chantal. Nobody. Letters to Cleo says, your cats do require clean areas to move around in. They are living in an extremely unsanitary environment. Yeah, I know. Cats and dogs, they sometimes get the zoomies. Anybody that's had a cat and dog, you know what I'm talking about. They just get a wild hair and they start running around crazy. They need that room to let some energy off. Sam and BBJ can't even do that in the house. There's too much crap everywhere. And there's boxes and box mountains every place. There's trash bags every place. And the litter boxes aren't getting cleaned. They don't have the basic necessities because Chantal and Pete are both too lazy to do anything, and Chantal can't even be bothered to let somebody come in and take care of them. Helen says, poor cats have to wait till you get out of bed in the afternoon to get fed. Of course you love the cats, as you keep saying. That is so sad. Those poor babies, they have to wait till the middle of the afternoon to get their first meal. And here's the scary thing. Chantal doesn't even feed them right. She doesn't put down enough food. She puts down a little bit. And is it any wonder that BBJ is getting beaten up by Sam? I think a big reason of that is because there's not enough food. So Sam is basically just trying to bully BBJ to get what food he can because there's just not enough. I've had cats before in my house. I've had multiple cats, and I've had a male and female cat. They never fought over food. You want to know why? Because there was more than enough. If Sam is going after BBJ, and she's the elder cat, which normally if you're in a household, the elder cat has seniority. They're the alpha. If the not senior cat is going after the senior cat, there's a reason why. Usually the younger cats have a bit more respect for the elder cats just because they were there first. So I think that Sam is simply fighting BBJ for the food because there just isn't enough. Because Chantal does, in my opinion, starve those cats. Let's see, next comment. Let's see. Everybody talking about the cleaning. G. Taylor says, I dare you to do a fasting arc for a full 3 days. She won't do it. No food, drugs, alcohol, nads, nothing but pure detox, live streaming with water for 72 hours. She wouldn't make it 72 minutes. You get the views and more super chats, but you don't have it in you, especially without cheating because you're weak with no will or discipline. I dare you to do it. G. Taylor, it'll never happen. She can't go 6 minutes without food. She can't. Carolina says, Chantal, think about this. You're sitting in your messy home, regretting your overeating, stoned, all for what? Because why? Him? Really? Really? You know, the thing is, Chantal had a problem with food before Natter. She had her binge eating going on before Natter stepped into the picture. So you really can't blame the overeating on him. That was already in place before Natter. And I've heard that back in her day, Chantal did chemicals, but I know that she amped her chemical use when she met up with Natter. Maybe she did it because she's a bit of a follower. And if he does drugs, then she's going to do drugs to seem like, yeah, we do the same things. But the problem with food, she had that way before Natter showed up. It's just that on top of the food, now there's the problem with drugs, and now she's also addicted to him. She's got multiple issues that need to be addressed and dealt with. Gypsy J says, how can a 38-year-old, no husband, no child, and no job, no nothing, live like this day in and day out with what a painful existence? How can she live like this? Because she's on YouTube. Because she's getting that YouTube money. Because all of you that are on her channel, you're supporting this. In essence, you're paying for this. And I'm sorry, VIBs, I'm going to say it again. You may not like hearing it. You may plug your ears, but at this point, with someone like Chantal, you're not just channel members, you are enablers. When you are someone and you are funding a person who is an addict, someone who has an ED like she does, and you are giving that person money, you're providing an income for someone, and they're using that income to do self-harm on camera right in front of your faces, you at that point become enablers. There's no way around it. What's true is true. You're not just channel members. You would be channel members if you were paying your membership and she were doing the right kind of content, not triggering dark, toxic content revolving around her addictions and her disorders. You would be channel members if that wasn't going on. But since it is going on every single day, you are watching her, you are funding her. Sorry, you are enablers. There's no way around it. I know you don't like to think of yourselves as enablers, but let me tell you something. Just because you like an addict doesn't mean that their addiction is less dangerous. It doesn't mean that they're a better addict. No, she's an addict. She's got a problem with food, and you are funding that. You are funding the self-harm. Anybody that sends a super chat or you pay your $5 membership, you are funding self-harm. The more she gets from you, the more she's going to hurt herself. Whether you want to see it or not, she's going to hurt herself. She's going to use part of what you give her to hurt herself. And she's going to make you watch. So think about that long and hard, VIBs. You're not channel members now. You are enablers. You are enabling this. You are encouraging this. You're paying for this. And she's going to continue as long as you're there. You are her safety net. She's never going to hit the wall and hit the ground and wake up to reality until that safety net is no longer there. So if you're not there to watch her hurt herself, if you're not on board with that, if that bothers you, well, think about, should I fund this or not? Think about the things you support in life financially, the encouragement you're giving. What exactly are you encouraging, and is it right to encourage someone who hurts themselves? Let's see. Finney says, I started watching this and I had to do a double take if this was a new clip or not, as I could swear I've seen it before. It is new, but at the same time, it's not. Couldn't watch it. We'll watch a reaction channel. See, there you go. There you go, Chantal. There's somebody that was on your channel going to the reaction channels because your channel, your content is literally like Groundhog Day. Same stuff every day, same environment, even the same food. And you wonder why people are coming over to our side. Let's see. Brittany K says, oh, fun. The same exact video that we have seen for the past 6 days. I know, right? It's getting so bad. Even the reactors are like, look, there's nothing to react to here. I'm skipping this one. I mean, I'm barely covering her as it is. This is bad for you, Chantal. When the reactors start pulling away, this is what helps your livelihood. You might want to pay attention. Linda says, overdose arc coming. Film it. You know what, Linda? Chantal's a horrible person. I don't want to see her overdose. And I especially don't want to see it on camera. I think that would just be too dark and traumatic for everybody. I don't want her to overdose. I want her to get her act together and just straighten herself up. She's got the tools. She's got the time. She's got the money. It's so sad when you think about it, like what her life could be compared to what it is now if she just put a little work into it. But I don't want to see her overdose on camera. I don't want to see anything bad happen to her on live stream. That would just be too traumatic for everybody. Just Julie says, you're shameful. The way you neglect those cats is despicable. I hope to God somebody takes them from you. I wish somebody would. I really do. For their own protection, for their own welfare. I wish she would either give them to someone to take care of, or someone would take them and take care of them. I would breathe a sigh of relief knowing that they were someplace safe with somebody who wasn't an absolute evil monster when it comes to their pets. Punishing the pets just because the haters told you don't take the cat to the vet. Are you fucking serious? Who does that? Who eats takeout 6, 7 times a day, yet doesn't have enough cat food? Make that make sense, Chantal. Make it make sense. What person neglects their cat so badly that the vet actually has to shave mats off the back of their legs and their claws are growing up underneath their foot pads? That's horrible. That is so horrible. You're not a good person. You are a bad person. Proof of that is in the way you take care of your pets. You're just rotten. Let's see, next comment. Holly says, boring. Your train wreck isn't fun anymore. Do better, Chinster. The show is stale. See, these are the people on her live stream that are part of her channel. They're making their opinions known. There are people saying it's boring. Do better. Chantal should be listening to all this. These are the people that watch her videos, that because they watch her videos and her live streams, she gets that Google AdSense money. These are the same people that if she made them happy, they become VIPs and she would get that extra $5. And she might get super chats, but you know, she doesn't listen to people. She doesn't care. She goes into head cheerleader mode. Well, if you don't like it, you can just go elsewhere. Trust me, darling, they do. They go to reaction channels and they get treated a damn sight better over there. They can come into the live chats, talk to everybody, have a good time, and they don't have to pay $5. Our conversations are not behind a paywall. You want to come in, you can talk for free and have a wonderful, wonderful time. Positive. That's not true for your channel. Let's see. Let's see. I'm looking for a good comment here. Della Watson says, stop telling her she needs serious mental health intervention. She sees that as a get out of jail free card. There's nothing wrong with her mental health. She's greedy, rude, angry at her life, but won't change it. Lazy, jealous, mean, desperate, and chooses not to realize that her mom's lazy parenting doesn't give her a pass for the sad and depressing life that she lives. I'm not one to diagnose Chantal. I don't know what's going on with her mentally. Only a professional could do that. But I do notice that she picks up and she puts away certain topics when she feels like it. You know, sometimes she says, I'm depressed. And then after saying that, she'll go run off to go see Natter. Then she talks about mental health. I mean, she will use things at leisure for sympathy, for super chats, to make herself more relatable to the audience. She connects with her audience in all the wrong ways, using traumatic, dark topics and situations. They're not connecting with her for positive reason. They're connecting with her for negative reason, such as the people that go into her chat that are obviously feeders. They know she's got a problem with food. And while she's eating, they'll be like, oh, come on, eat some more food while she's eating. Or she'll be high as a kite on edibles. Do some more edibles. Yeah, Chantal, you've got some real sadists in your chat. They want you to hurt yourself. They want something to happen. They want you to eat so much you throw up. They want you to pass out. Anything to make them amused. You've got some messed up people in your chat, mama. Lenny says, please look after your cats better. It pains people to watch the kind of environment they are living in. Take some responsibility, FFS. She does that on purpose. People get after her to take care of the cats, to feed the cats. And she's such an evil, twisted beast that she will deliberately not take care of them just to be defiant. Her defiance matters so much to her that she will use that to punish her own pet. She is twisted. She is depraved. She's wrong for doing that. It hurts my heart just to think about how miserable they are. But unfortunately, there's nothing any of us can do. All we can do is pray that one day Chantal has a moment of decency and does right by them, either by taking care of them or give them to someone that will. And I'm going to say this. I think part of the reason why Chantal isn't giving the cats to another person is because she knows how sick both of those cats are, especially BBJ. She does not want to chance people finding out just how badly she's neglected her pets. So she'd rather hang on to them, deny them food, possibly starve them. She wants to keep all of that a secret. She doesn't want anybody taking them, and then it gets out that BBJ has serious health problems that have been going on for a while, maybe things related to malnutrition. She doesn't want that getting exposed. She would rather hang on to the cats, and if, God forbid, if something happened to BBJ, if she passed away, nobody would know for sure what she passed away from. Chantal would get on camera and cry and use her death for super chats. You know she would, because that's what she does. Any negative situation, let's milk some money out of it. Let's see, next comment. Malty says, please just do something, anything at all. I love your videos, but this is so boring lately. Again, more people in her own chat saying, do something, Chantal. Get off your butt. Do anything. Take a walk. Anything at all. Play putt-putt golf. Whatever you want to do. Because just sitting in front of the camera, people are bored. Chantal, they are bored. And not only are your viewers bored, but the reactors are bored. They're all starting to pull away from you. Get your act together. YouTube is all you've got. You have no other money coming in. There are no job options. You are unemployable. If YouTube is your job, then do your job well. Show up for work on time, make a schedule, be presentable, be friendly to people, be entertaining. You can do that if you wanted to. This is your job, so take care of it. And then the people that are on your channel will take care of you. They won't withhold their super chats. Until you start working, you're not going to get paid for work. You understand? So that's all I want to say for this react. Hope everyone has enjoyed it. And if you have, please like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks again, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.